Hi, my name's Teva Bates, and I hiked up Panavan, and I also study creative media.
Hello, my name is James Fisher, and I'm also studying creative media, and I was a member of the Panavan hike.
Yeah. So this is part of Dav's Unit 5 and 6 project, where we all hiked up Panavan. And in this podcast, we'll literally just be talking about our experience, whether we'll do it again, and just, everything along those lines.
Well, to start, can you tell us some of your past experiences with hiking?
Yeah, so Panavan wasn't my only mountain I've climbed. I've also climbed a mountain in Africa, which was on Good Friday. I'm sure everyone knows what Good Friday is.
Yeah.
So what we did, we hiked up that mountain, and then we read some like Bible verses at different checkpoints where there was crosses. So yeah, that was really good, and to kind of be in that kind of like African culture, but while also climbing up the mountain. And I think it was a pretty easy mountain,
Yeah.
but it was probably easier than Panavan, to be honest.
What
It
was
was quite
the
fun.
weather like when you were up there?
I think the weather was alright. I think it started. It started to be rainy, and then as we went up, I think it got sunnier, and I think it just got better as we got up, to be honest. But yeah, I think better than the weather in Panavan, anyway. But
Yeah.
yeah, do you want to talk about your experience with your past experiences?
Yeah, well, we're sad to admit I've only been up Panavan, that's the only mountain I've been up. I went when I was younger, and I went when we went last year.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I think it was the middle of summer, so it was quite sunny up there.
Yeah.
And obviously I was a lot younger, so I found it really difficult.
Yeah.
So I wasn't happy going up,
Yeah.
but coming down it felt easy. I was way happier,
Yeah.
and I was glad the weather was good. And like when
Yeah, I
we
think
went
with hiking you need good weather, because otherwise you're going up and the rain's just in your face, like.
up, yeah, and it like
So-
kind of like gets rid of your
You
motivation to
gave us
actually go up.
yeah. But yeah, I think, well, I've literally only hiked the mountain in Africa except for this Panavan one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Is there any mountains you'd like to hike?
I think I definitely want to hike Snowdon. There's obviously loads like that I'd love to hike. Like I'd love to hike Mount Everest, but I can't hike Mount Everest, can I? But yeah, like the easier ones, Snowdon, and maybe some ones in Wales, maybe even England, Scotland. But yeah, I know this isn't really like my hiking experiences, but from the past, I haven't loved like elevation, like
Yeah,
hiking
I
like
get
up.
you. I
Yeah.
get you. Yeah.
So I think that was like, I'll talk more about it later, but I think that was one of the struggles that I was going to face when hiking up Panavan. Because I just I don't like that elevation, if you get what I mean. But I guess that's just my experience, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, should we move on to explaining our Panavan experience all in all?
Yeah. Well, to start us off, I'll talk about the day before.
Go on.
I got to Teva. Well, it wasn't to Teva's house. It was to
Carmarthen.
Carmarthen. Yeah, I got there around 6 o'clock, and I'd met up then with Dav and Teva. I don't know what time Dav had met
I don't
up
know.
with Teva.
It was in the evening. I can't remember what time it was. But I think we got to my house at least like, it was definitely after 9 p.m. I think 9
Yeah,
10
yeah,
o'clock.
because we went McDonald's first, didn't
Yeah.
we? Yeah.
Yeah, we won't go
So-
too into detail about the night before, but basically, we didn't get loads of sleep because
I
we had
didn't
to
get a
wake
wink
up
of
early.
sleep.
Yeah, James was playing FIFA all night, right next to me and Dav. Me and Dav had to cuddle and sleep right on the same bed.
Yeah.
So James, didn't get any sleep, just playing
just-
FIFA right next to us.
Yeah.
And then I remember we watched this really weird film as well.
Yeah.
Via VHS.
VHS.
Yeah.
It's a kind of a disturbing film for some viewers.
Really strange film. Get us
Yeah.
prepared for Panavan. Anyway, so we were originally going to wake up at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
But I think we ended up waking up at 5 a.m. due to my dad kind of stepping in and saying that waking up at 1 a.m. would have been stupid.
Yeah, and
Because
you
you
got to
can
listen
wait.
to his father.
Exactly, yeah,
He's older, he's wiser.
And he's experienced, he's an experienced hiker. So I think, yeah, we woke up at 5 a.m. I think left the house at like 6:30. Was that, I think it was like no, 5:30, sorry.
Yeah, I was
Left
going
the
to say
house,
half
no,
6.
left the
Yeah,
house at
it was
5:30.
around 5:15.
Yeah, and then it was like an hour drive,
Yeah,
but the drive wasn't too bad, was it?
yeah, it felt fast.
Felt fast.
We had a
The
Spotify jam.
Spotify jam on the
Spotify jam going. We were listening to music.
Yeah,
We stopped in a garage
really random gas station.
to get
A Red Bull.
Yeah.
Because we realised that the Red Bulls that we bought for the trip, we've actually forgot in the fridge.
yeah.
So we had to buy some more. But yeah, so I think we arrived at, the trip up wasn't too bad. We arrived at about 6:30, I think.
Yeah, it was
6,
6:30,
6.
something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made it there pitch black, because obviously it's
Yeah,
winter, but
pitch
it was
black.
pitch black, so we had to use flashlights to lock in the car because we couldn't see nothing.
Yeah,
And so we got kitted up in the coats and
my dad kit us up, innit?
yeah, coats and
Gloves,
gloves,
anything, gloves, boots,
boots,
everything, yeah.
everything. And luckily, Tiva's father did have spare stuff because we needed
We
it.
needed stuff, like I didn't have gloves,
Yeah,
and I would have definitely regretted not having, well, I didn't have gloves, but I would have definitely regretted not borrowing gloves because it was absolutely nobbling.
exactly.
So yeah, we got there, it was freezing. And not freezing, we had the gear, so it wasn't too cold. But yeah, I think we started the hike at about 6:30. Yeah, started going up. It was, yeah, again, like pitch black, quite windy. But then
Rainy.
the elevation problem, innit?
Yeah,
So-
so starting when we swapped from being in that car on a flat surface and we started going up to Penavan,
Yeah.
it was a change,
A
to
change,
say
yeah.
the least.
Especially because the elevation, the amount of time that we had to sleep, the cold, the wind, it wasn't really a good combo, was it?
Yeah, it hit us hard. We struggled a bit at the start,
Yeah.
even though we hated to admit it. We did. We struggled.
Yeah.
It was slow start.
It was a slow start. We didn't have much food either.
Yeah.
So that's like, I think I was slower than both of you going up. But I think that's just because I have smaller legs. Dav was kind of like,
Yeah.
Dav was had
Dav
the long
was
legs, so
speeding
he's
off.
like speeding up.
I matched Tiva's pace because, I thought
Yeah,
it'd be easier for me
Dav
anyway.
was just kind of leaving
And
us
Dav
in the
was
wind.
just gone. He was
And
just
because of the
bolted
fog,
in.
yeah, and because of the fog as well, there was a certain point where if you went past that certain point, you just couldn't see.
Yeah, you just couldn't see him.
There was a certain point where you just couldn't see Dav. There was also a person behind us with walking a dog,
Yeah,
which was really crazy to see.
but we started going up, but I think it was around 20 minutes, half an hour in. It was extremely foggy. You
Yeah.
could barely see in front of you at
Yeah,
all.
there was a point where
with the
the
light.
wind was insane.
Yeah, that's where I was
the
getting
cold.
on to now. The wind, it was at this point, the wind just, I don't know what happened. It just changed.
Yeah,
It's like we took a step. It was a different environment.
yeah,
It, the rain, like, it was like hailing. The wind was
it was
going
crazy,
crazy
wasn't it?
fast. We had to have a break for like a minute or two
minute,
just
yeah.
till it calmed down
Well,
a
we
bit.
didn't want to stay there for too long.
Yeah,
did we?
yeah, just in case we ended up falling
Yeah.
off. But that's when Tiva's father, he was behind us for the first like half of the hike. But at that point, he ended up going ahead because he didn't take
Going ahead,
breaks.
yeah.
He just went.
He just
powered
kind of
through
went
it.
up, yeah. But I think that was the tactic at that point because if you
Yeah.
powered through it, you're there for a short amount of time. Innit?
Exactly.
So it was a bit of a struggle. But I think once we got past that point, we started to realise that we weren't, because the goal was to see a sunrise.
Yeah, that's why we planned the entire trip.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we wanted to see a sunrise and maybe a sun inversion if we were lucky.
yeah,
But with how things were going, we realised as we got further to the top, we probably weren't going to see a
yeah,
sunrise.
the fog wasn't clearing.
Yeah.
It was getting closer to sunrise. We were getting closer to the top. Yeah, it wasn't looking good for us.
No.
But we ended up making it up the top.
Ended up making up. But I was
It-
going to say there was this cool like aesthetic, this
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
blue aesthetic, because it's like a mix of like the pitch black, but also I think it's because we were higher as well. But normally, because in the day you can literally see, when you're up Penavan in the day, you can see like everything, but you couldn't see anything, could you? For where we were,
Nothing
it
at all.
was a bit crap.
But it was nice. It was dark. Well, it wasn't like pitch, but it was dark,
Yeah,
and you had this like bit of blue light.
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened, but it was like this little blue light. We tried taking photos,
Yeah.
but we couldn't get many good ones because of the fog.
Because
I
the
think
fog,
it was
yeah.
messing with the
I think we got some good
cameras.
photos with our phone,
Yeah,
but on the camera, on Dav's camera, I think his camera was struggling a bit
yeah.
just because of the fog and the darkness.
Um,
But I think Dav was obviously setting up for the B-roll as well,
yeah.
which is like fair play to him because I couldn't have been asked to like, because he had to set up the tripod and the camera at the
Yeah.
top of
And it
Penavon.
was really windy, so
Yeah.
I would have been paranoid that it would have fallen
Before
over.
they'd blown off, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But we made it to the top around 7:45,
Quarter to eight,
something around that.
something around that. And I
foggy.
forgot to mention, for some reason we brought ciders, which is like,
Dav's idea, by the way. Don't put me.
yeah,
and Peter in
exactly.
it. It
This was
Dav's
Dav's idea, alcoholic.
Yeah.
He decided to, because I think me and James realised, like, even though we brought the ciders, it was freezing cold.
Yeah, it was freezing cold. Too early for me.
Yeah.
I think maybe if I'm on holiday and it's in the summer, but not in the winter
Yeah.
on the mountain.
And because our hands are freezing anyway, so you'd have to
It was
take
a
off your
cold can,
gloves.
like.
You'd have to take off your gloves to drink it, because otherwise it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing that. But then Dav just filmed it.
Yeah.
And just
Fair play to him, I guess.
he had a cider in his hand at the top of Penavon at 8 in the morning.
Yeah, well, after we made it up, we had realised fog wasn't clearing at all. Our predictions were right after we started coming up. And we decided to head down after 15, 20 minutes. We'd had whatever snacks we had in us. There wasn't much between us, but we ate what we could.
We ate what we
and
could, yeah.
we started heading down.
I think we had like biscuits,
biscuits.
bananas.
I had a piece of cake and toast, not bread, but that was
Really
mine.
crap, yeah. I think Dav had like a ham sandwich or something, or some sort of sandwich
Yeah.
that his mum made him, which didn't really, it fueled us a bit. It fueled us more than nothing.
Yeah.
Innit?
It kept us going,
Yeah.
so
But I think we were going to stay at the top for much longer, probably
Yes.
around like
if
half
it was
an hour.
that if it was that sunrise,
Yeah. and if it
Dav
was
could have
left
got
over.
it for his B-roll as well, which would have been really good.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it just wasn't a day for
Yeah.
it.
I think we just stayed up there for like 15 minutes
Yeah,
before we decided to head down.
yeah.
And
so
then, as we headed down, the sun was actually coming up.
yeah,
so it was
started
much
clearing up.
better. Yeah, much better when we were coming down. Yeah.
Dav straight away got to the shots.
Yeah.
So it got all his photos he needed, all the B-roll, which is like that he needed as well. He had some at the top as
Yeah.
well.
We took like billions of photos just because.
Some of them probably will be playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we headed down. It cleared up. It got a bit warmer as well, like less windy, and the rain had stopped. It was looking good on the way down.
Yeah. You could actually see, because obviously on the way up is pitch black,
Yeah,
so you couldn't see any of the mountains. But when we were going down, you could actually see the mountains, because of the sun.
yeah.
But,
And
Yeah.
on the way down as well, we met loads of people who
Yeah.
obviously we didn't know, but they were all lovely,
Yeah.
asking us how we were.
How we
and
were morning, all
morning.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just shows that there is a good community in the hiking.
In the hiking, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
in
nice being in
hiking.
that kind of like community, that culture, and definitely like makes you want to do it more, innit?
Yeah, supportive.
Yeah.
But we headed down.
I think it took us definitely longer to head
Longer
down
to head
up, 'cause
down
the
than head up.
pictures- Yeah.
We ended up leaving Teva's father in the car for a good half an hour
Half
since
an hour, yeah.
he didn't stop, and we were stopping constantly for photos.
Yeah.
And
I think it was probably
Yeah.
like an hour and a half, something like that, heading down,
yeah,
because we would just like stop and go, taking pictures.
exactly.
But it
But
was like the further you go
yeah.
down, the view was like,
it was that nice that you wanted to take the photos.
yeah,
It was worth it to take all those
it
photos.
was really nice. Yeah.
Well, when we made it down, quick toilet break
Quick toilet break,
because
yeah.
we hadn't had one, and
I think it was
hopped
like,
in the car.
10, 10, half 10,
Half
something
10,
like
something
that.
like that. We headed in the car, and we started our trip home then.
Yeah, and then we went straight to sleep as well. because we
Yeah,
were-
I was
had
falling
no
asleep. I think there may be a photo of two of me.
Yeah.
sleeping, I
Oh,
don't know
two
if
of them
there is.
sleeping, yeah, I reckon.
I
show
also
them.
got a few of I think it was Dav or Teva I got a few of, but we were all
We were
tired.
shattered, yeah.
started falling asleep on the way home.
But
Yeah, we had the Spotify jam going, and it didn't feel too long. Again, on the car rides didn't feel too long, so I was happy with that because I
Yeah.
don't like very long car rides. So I was glad they
yeah.
weren't as long as I thought.
But yeah, I won't go too much into it. But for some reason, we decided to go the XL as well.
Yeah, bowling straight after the hiking.
That was a bit of an interesting choice, but it was quite fun to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight after Panavan, literally like a couple hours of sleep.
I
bowling.
think having all that walking though did make us play a bit worse, even if
Yeah,
it's
I
an
know.
excuse.
'Cause we
I'd
had
be
to
willing
walk
to
as
take
well,
it.
2XL, I think.
Yeah,
So yeah, that was funny. But
yeah. I
Yeah.
think that's the experience
That's
of
the
us
all
on
in all.
Penavan summarised.
yeah,
And the next section will be Q&A. So
into the-
we'll get into that after some B-roll.
yeah. So moving on to the Q&A segment. I guess we'll start with the first 3 questions
By
from
Tyler.
Tyler Edwards.
Yeah. Well, the first one. At what point did you get bored?
I don't think we got bored, to be honest.
No, I wouldn't say bored. I'd say
Struggles.
struggled at certain points
Yeah.
of the hike, but we definitely didn't get bored.
No, I think obviously we've already touched on some of the parts, but definitely that point. There was that one point where it got really windy, really foggy, and yeah, when the wind was blowing in our face. I think
Yeah.
that's when we kind of got when it was struggling quite a bit.
And also with the start, like we said, the start where it was the change between flat
That
surface
flat from the elevation.
and
Yeah.
then elevation.
I mean, I guess we did kind of get used to it, but we were kind of wondering like when it was gonna end.
Yeah, it did feel like a long time.
I think
But
I asked you
then
guys like,
once we got past it,
yeah,
it didn't feel like it was actually that long.
no,
I think if we did it again, it'd feel a lot shorter
a lot shorter. Yeah.
because we've been through it once now.
I think I didn't realise how short the hike up actually was as well.
Yeah.
I think it was quite short to be fair, wasn't it?
Yeah, because when I was younger, it was felt like a lot longer, but that could have just been me and my little legs.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was literally it wasn't that long going up at all.
No,
so I don't
no.
think we definitely didn't get bored, just more struggles. To be honest with it. Yeah. Anyway, next question from the same guy.
Yeah.
What snacks did we take up there?
Well, to say the least, we weren't prepared
We
properly.
weren't prepared. No. I think we had some ciders,
Some-
Red Bulls,
Yeah, biscuits,
biscuits, sandwiches.
sandwiches, and
Banana.
I had a cake.
Yeah. Which we kind of ate progressively.
Yeah,
We had at one point we had like a banana. I think Dav had some like Skittles as well.
One thing I forgot to touch on with the struggling part would be water. Like I had some water. I had a break after we all had a break after 10, 15 minutes,
Yeah.
and we had like a water break just because it was that struggle at the start. But I
Yeah, it's
tried
true, actually.
conserving as much water, and I think I could have finished more of that water because I didn't end up drinking much more.
Yeah.
And it was then like I was struggling a bit more because I didn't have much
Yeah.
water.
I think it's just something for next time. I think that's just the
Yeah,
thing. We just need to be more prepared.
yeah,
for
yeah.
next time.
That's one
Yeah.
improvement we really need for next
and,
time.
and that's with the snacks as well. 'Cause I
Snacks,
think,
yeah.
Yeah, when we were up there, I think I had my like chocolate cookies, and yeah.
Yeah, it was just
bananas.
junk food. It wasn't anything proper.
wasn't
It
anything
was
proper,
just
yeah.
junk.
We could have definitely like done with some chicken or like some meat, some sort of something, just
Yeah.
to fuel us a
Yeah,
bit, isn't
yeah.
it? But yeah,
Next question is, which one of you complained the most?
yeah,
Dav.
Dav, yeah,
100% Dav. I think it was all the way up.
yeah.
It was non-stop for a certain point. It was just constant. He didn't say anything else but a complaint.
I think it was, but mainly because of the food situation. I think for literally like 5-10 minutes straight, he was just like,
I need
"Oh,
food.
like,
I
don't
can't
have
do
any
it. I
food,
need
don't
food.
have food, yeah." And I think then we stopped, and one of us I think I gave him like a
Yeah.
banana, and then he was fueled up for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then he was running
then
off
ran-
everywhere, gone.
Yeah, running into the fog. Yeah, but I think it was definitely Dav that complained the most.
Yeah, but he also was the happiest
Yeah,
after coming down,
with his cider
Taking all
coming
those-
down. Yeah,
cider and all the photos. He was
Yeah.
very happy.
but I think definitely Dav complaining the most.
Yeah, biggest mood swing of the journey.
Definitely. So next question by Molly. is, would we do it again? I think we've kind of explained. Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
100%.
doesn't have to be mountains.
No,
Just go into different
any
places
sort
like
of adventures.
forests, deserts. I can't think of
I think
anything.
but I think just doing stuff like together. It was
Yeah,
nice doing it
journeys,
together and
adventures.
adventures and stuff like that. Yeah, I think next time. Well, I've already said. I think I do want to try Snowdon.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
That's definitely something that I want to do.
Even though it's a lot bigger, but it's not like Mount Everest, for example.
No.
It's like
Yeah.
you progress
Bit
up,
of a-
you know.
Yeah. But definitely would
Yeah.
do it again. Whether it's Penavan. I think next time we do it again, we'll probably plan it more, so that we get like some sort of
Definitely.
sunrise.
Even if
Sun
we,
and moon
like
done.
it'd be have to if we're going on an even bigger one.
Yeah.
It'd have to be planned properly, only because it's only gonna hurt us, no one else.
100%. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So do you know if we read out the next question?
The next question is by Emery. What did you find most challenging about Penavan and why?
I think it was that mix. Obviously, we talked about the elevation, but it was the mix of like all of them
Yeah.
together. So like the elevation, the cold, the coldness, the wind,
the
the
rain.
rain. I think all of it together, we were struggling a bit.
Yeah. It's like a little tower
It was
full of it.
yeah. And I think it was because we couldn't really see as well, because obviously it was completely pitch black and foggy. You couldn't see when the kind of like the elevation ended, so you were just kind of hoping your next step was just flat surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was at one point we got to like a flatter surface. It was after 15 minutes, 20 minutes of going up. We got to a less steep, like it was closer to flat.
Yeah.
But then it got really steep again, and I think that crushed us.
Crushed us, yeah. And we thought it was going to be that long kind of uphill again, isn't it?
Exactly,
I thought, yeah.
exactly.
But
Next
yeah,
question.
I think that's what was most challenging.
Exactly.
And from Rushter,
Yeah.
how cold was it?
Cold.
Very cold. Let's put it, yeah, two
Just
words.
cold and a
yeah.
full stop. It was cold between the wind, the temperature, and the rain. They would all
It
hit
was
you.
freezing, yeah.
Taking the gloves off was
I
like
couldn't take the
basically
gloves off, yeah.
asking for your hands to fall off.
How's it thought? Yeah. I think if I didn't have the gloves, I would have really struggled.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have been able to do it. It was just, we were lucky that my dad had all that gear.
Exactly.
think.
But yeah, it was definitely
It was freezing.
some bad weather at the beginning of
But it
the
does
hike.
make you think, like, whether it would be better doing it in the summer, because if you think about it, doing it in the summer, it would be quite hot, isn't it? So would
Yeah.
you rather do it hot and then you're
hot
walking
and
up?
sweaty,
Exactly, yeah.
or cold.
And cold and just rainy.
And just
windy,
rainy.
Yeah. I think.
They both have their perks.
both
I
of it,
think
yeah.
if probably the best season I'd say would be
Maybe some like
autumn or
or
spring.
Easter, yeah.
In
that
between
kind of-
both, like
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was very cold, and we were just lucky to have all that gear, to be honest.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Because when we were up there, we saw people in like skinny jeans and like Vans
Yeah.
and like a jacket, and it's like, what
They
are you
were
doing,
just
man?
wearing anything,
Yeah,
like sports clothes,
Yeah.
anything. I
literally.
don't know how they survived going up.
Yeah. So, do you read the next question?
Yeah. Next question is by Martha. Did you listen to any music going up there? And if so, what did you listen to?
Do you know what? I think the plan was to listen to music, but I think there was literally only like a small segment where we kind of segment
Yeah.
where we listened to like music for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was. I was like, motivation was down, and I'm an energetic person, so I was like, I'm gonna chuck some tunes on. So I just went on my summer playlist and I started, trying to blast it. The
Yeah.
music was going barely anywhere because of where we were.
I can't
It
even
was-
remember what we were listening to.
I don't know. It's just on
Mm.
my summer playlist somewhere.
Yeah.
It was something on there. But yeah, we listened to around 3 songs, and I had to turn it off because it started picking up and everything.
Yeah, I
And
think
it
we
was-
started listening to Gold Dust at one point, the radio
Yeah,
edit.
yeah.
That was like supposed to motivate us, but,
But
I don't think it did.
didn't really work. We still felt the
It
exact
still
same.
felt the exact same, yeah. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
yeah, that was our music experience.
a question from Johan. What was the hardest part of Panavan?
Touched on this a few times now, but
Yeah.
for me personally, it would be the start, only because
Yeah.
I was all nice and cozy in the car,
Oh, nice and yeah.
and then
You can imagine going
cold,
from the heat in the
windy, and elevated.
car. Yeah.
My legs wanted to just flop.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
I think
that
it
was
was
the
just.
hardest
I think
part.
it was just because it was freezing. I think that was the hardest part.
Yeah,
And it was cold. Yeah, at the top as well, it was freezing. But I think, yeah,
mentally draining.
that was definitely the hardest part. But all in all, we still really enjoyed it. So.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. Next question by Iago. Did you have to adapt to any of the conditions? Yeah.
Yeah. The wind. It feels like these questions are just repeating themselves.
It is just us
Yeah.
repeating ourselves.
But yeah.
But yeah, it was.
obviously, yeah.
It was. We had
Very
to adapt
windy.
to the elevation, the weather, and then when we came down, we had to readapt to not more normal conditions.
Yeah.
It was pushing our bodies.
We just
a
had
bit.
to kind of push through it and just see to the end, to be honest.
Exactly.
And just, hope for the best. But we definitely have to adapt in some sort of way, isn't it?
Yeah.
And now I guess we know for next time as well, when we do it at that time, what to expect as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So another question from Riley Morris. Why did you decide to hike Panavan?
I think, if I remember right, it was a spur of the moment kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just one day, we just randomly decided we're going to hike it.
Yeah. I think the main thing was supposed to see the sunrise.
Yeah. Because we wanted something to do, because we
Yeah.
were gonna have Christmas holidays, obviously.
Yeah.
So we wanted something to do just before then.
I think it
And,
was like the start of Christmas holidays, wasn't it?
And it worked out well anyway, because now Dav's got this podcast going.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Something
yeah.
to talk about, innit? But I think, the main thing was just to see the sunrise,
Yeah.
isn't it?
But obviously, we didn't get the chance to. Hopefully, another time we will. But, yeah, that was the goal, and it was a spur of the
unfortunately,
moment
it just
thing.
didn't. Yeah, we just kind of did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question by Dewi. Would you build a house at Panavan if you had the space, time and money?
That's a really thought out question to
I
be
know.
fair, isn't it?
I would never ask something like that. I think
To be fair, it'd be quite a cool place to build a house, isn't it? It'd be a
Yeah.
bit strange, but it'd be
I
quite
think
cool.
in the summer it'd be like an outhouse, like
Yeah.
a summer vacation house, because I would never do it in the winter.
It depends where it was on Panavan, whether it was like right at the top
Yeah.
or like
I
going up.
say it'd have to be. There's this spot you go you reach like 70% up, and there's like a more flat surface.
There's more flat surface, yeah.
I think it would
because-
have to be
yeah.
there.
Because most of it was hill. I don't know how you'd even start to build a house. To be honest,
Yeah, I
it's
don't
just
know. It'd just be wonky
Yeah.
house.
you'd just be sliding down everywhere in your house.
I mean, I could see it happening, but like, you need some resources which are
Yeah.
really, really reliable
I think
and
if you're
sustainable.
gonna try it on a smaller mountain first. See if it
Yeah.
works, or try it on Panavan.
Just like
Yeah.
your local hill, chuck one up
Yeah,
there.
literally, yeah. But I think if it was possible, then yeah, why not? And I had the
No,
money as well.
Yeah, it could be
Yeah.
a little like tourist attraction.
Yeah.
But
Anyway, next question by Connor Murphy. What were the views like?
Well, as we've said, the views going up. There weren't any.
No.
It was just foggy.
Yeah.
We couldn't see much, so we didn't know where we were going much.
Yeah.
At one point, we did get help from Teva's father as well on where we were going, because we were going a different route. But
Yeah,
glad
I think
he
we
helped
started.
us.
I think we started just going on a completely different route, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then he actually helped us. But yeah, the views going up weren't good at all because we couldn't see anything completely. You'll see on the videos, but obviously going down, really nice. Really
Yeah,
nice views.
yeah,
You
it
could see the
was-
mountains, the clouds, and yeah,
Instagram worthy.
Instagram worthy, as someone said
Yeah.
when they were walking up as well. Do you remember? They were saying that they knew that we were going to put it on Instagram because
Oh,
they saw
yeah,
like three
yeah.
boys together taking pictures. They were like, "Oh yeah, that's going on the gram, isn't it?" Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, last two questions then. How tiring was the walk? Archie Hopkins has asked this one.
Very tiring.
I'd say the first half
The first half, yeah.
was very tiring, but like once you start going down, you kind of just like you get a bit energized since it's so easy.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, it is like you've got to hold yourself back a bit, otherwise you go flying.
Yeah.
But it was definitely draining for the first half.
Yeah, first half. But we kind of got, as we adapted, we kind of got used to it.
Yeah.
And we, I think we definitely had more energy coming down, didn't we? I think we started to
'Cause
like
we
wake
had the
up a
food
bit
as well.
and food. Yeah, we had more energy coming down, and obviously with the pictures and stuff as well.
Yeah.
And I think in the moment we were just so excited about like, I think Dav as well was so excited about him being able to get the pictures as well, and he got some really nice photos. So I
Yeah.
think it was definitely less tiring going down, but more tiring going up.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, last question from David, the man himself. What time did we set up Penavan? What time what time did you set up Penavan?
I think he means what time did we start going up? Even though we've touched
okay, that
on
makes
it.
more sense. Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah,
we woke
it
up
was
at 5, left the house at 5:30. So
Yeah.
we set up to leave at about, I think we started walk up at 6:15.
yeah.
6. But I think originally we were, for some reason, we had in our minds that we were going to walk up at like 2 a.m. or 3 a.m.
I think it was yeah. So we had the 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then we had like another time we were gonna go up,
Go ahead time,
and
yeah.
then we decided
Later,
on the,
yeah. I
the
think
later
it was like
time.
4, half 4. And then
And
in
it was
the end, it
definitely
just
the better
5.
choice.
Definitely, yeah. Because if we did end up walking up at 3 a.m. for some reason, we would have been at the top by like
Yeah.
half 4. And just, it would have been
Just
a
sat
mess.
there.
Just sat there for 4 hours.
And then even though
We didn't see a sunrise
it was
anyway.
like we wouldn't even see a sunrise.
But yeah, definitely
Yeah.
we're glad that we went up later. But yeah,
Well, to finish us off, I got a question for Teva.
go on.
What would be the next mountain you would go to climb? Like your next one.
Yeah.
What is the next goal for?
I think
hiking?
I wanna start small and
Yeah.
then work my way up. So I think probably Snowdon will be the next kind of shout. I think obviously it's much long. How long is it? Like 2-3 hours away. So because it's obviously in a completely different part of Wales.
Yeah.
So it's a long drive, but definitely the next kind of goal for me is to walk up Snowdon. Because I know Snowdon has loads of different like routes as well.
Yeah.
Like you got Crib Goch, which is quite dodgy, especially in the winter. And then you've got obviously the other ones. I'm not sure what they're called, to be honest. But I think, yeah, I think that would be really fun, really good.
Do a bit of research into it.
Do a
and
bit of
then
research, yeah.
maybe in the coming future, another podcast.
Yeah, and then we'll
episode.
do it about Snowdon, yeah. And we'll do it together. And then maybe after that, some bigger mountains, more mountains when
Yeah,
I'm more experienced. more prepared.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then we'll forests.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But
I don't really have I don't have a question for you, to be
that's
honest,
all right.
James.
Don't
So,
worry.
yeah,
Well, I think that's it for this section now.
for the Q&A.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the end of this convo about Penavan and the whole experience. But don't be afraid to leave any other questions that you have about Penavan, about our Penavan experience, and yeah, just any other questions that you'd like to ask. But
Yeah.
anything
Also, stay updated with our channel because more podcasts will be coming out
Yeah.
about all kinds of different things which will be happening in the future.
yeah, about other mountains that we will climb in the future, Snowdon, Snowdon,
Other mountains,
Snowdon,
just
yeah,
other
just
mountains.
any other mountains in general. But yeah, I think that's it for this convo, and thank you for listening.
Thank you very much.